Okay, guys. All right, so here's what we got. I took a little multi tool here. Cut out the top of the fiberglass skin that was on top of this box that they built. And yes, it is a foam filled box or plywood structure that is completely deteriorated. It is gone, gone, gone. Look at this. This wood is just, well, it's obviously gotten wet. It's got termites in it. It's just junk. And you see there's the foam in there. So I'm gonna wind up digging out all the foam. And at a minimum, I'm gonna rebuild the boxes on both sides here in the aft cabin, and that's which is gonna require doing some stringers. You can see these stringers are just rotten too. And my guess is once I get this out and I get down into the floor here, I'm going to find it's probably got well, it's going to come out of it. Let's take a quick look, see if I can see it. My guess is, well, yeah, the wood is wet. It's definitely rotten. It's fiberglass covered. It's super soaked. And my guess is I'm going to find, I'm not going to mess with it right now, but my guess is I'm going to find foam down inside here too. And that's where all this water is just wicking back out into this midship bilge. So anyway, that's what I'm dealing with right now. I don't know how much more I'm going to do today. The sun's getting ready to go down here, and I'm getting tired. I'm thinking about maybe going inside just having a beer. So think about what I'm going to do tomorrow. So anyway, that's it for right now, guys. Cool project. I mean, I think I said in the beginning, I knew it was going to be a project. I didn't expect this, but it's all good. Gonna have fun with it. All right, thanks, guys. We'll catch up with you in a little bit. All right, bye. Okay, guys. Hey, here's another little update. The demo continues. Remember earlier I said, well, I thought I saw a little evidence of some termite damage here in the cabin area. Well, I was absolutely right. Here's what we got. Let me show you what I got. I'm starting to pull all these panels out. I wanted this bulkhead out of here anyway, but look at this. Just amazing. This wood is it's just like flipping cardboard. The termites, this is all they've left for their efforts. So, I'm going to start pulling more panels. I am sure, at this point, I am sure that I am going to wind up taking every piece of wood out of the cabin of this boat. And it's going to get replaced. Everything's going to get treated. And, well, I wanted to kind of redesign the cabin anyway because I didn't like the way it was laid out. But yeah, a lot of wood's coming out of here now. You can see. I mean, they used some of these hinges and stuff. I mean, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. So anyway, Mission Creek is alive and well on the Sea Ray project, and we're continuing to demo. I was going to start with my engines this weekend, but considering what I got in front of me here right now, as far as replacing stringers, decks, and fiberglassing, I think the engines are going to be the easiest thing to do. So I'll probably put that off until somewhere down the road. But anyway, that's it for right now. I'll be posting more a little bit later. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. See ya. Alright, I'm going to start pulling up some of this fiberglass. And oh, by the way, that little technique I was using there with the shop vac right along the edge of the blade while I was cutting it really made a big difference as far as the fiberglass dust floating around in a little closed environment like this. My arms are not itchy at all right now. Well, the other day I did that, and I took a couple of showers. I still couldn't get all that fiberglass dust off my skin. It was terrible. All right, that's working pretty good. It's just popping right up here. Yeah, that did it. Oh, this wood is so rotten. Yeah, it looks like it might go up even a little bit more over there, but I know that's the hull. So I think the next step is going to be once I get all the wood out and get this foam dug out of here, it'll let me know. It'll tell me how far aft it goes. I'm really hoping it doesn't go all the way into the engine compartment. So that's just gonna, well, I mean, it can be done, but man, that's just gonna be a lot of work. It's already being a lot of work, but yeah, so far so good. So I'm just gonna start digging. Let's get this wood up here. Well, hey guys, hey, here's another posting on the progress of the Sea Ray here. Coming to you live from the belly of a fairly dismembered boat. We've spent the last couple of days just demoing everything here in the cabin area from an earlier post. So we started finding some rotten wood. Well, we kept going into it, and you know, the more I pulled up, the more I found. So let me kind of show you where we're at. Right now, this is what the cabin of the boat looks like. It's pretty bare right down to the fiberglass hull. We've got demolition still in progress. I'm still tearing stuff apart. You can see on the port side here, I've deskinned the deck that was there, lifted that up, and peeled up all that rotten plywood that was there, exposed the foam, and looking at the stringers here. And boy, I got to tell you, I know that this was a mass-produced boat, 30-some years ago. But gosh darn it, I would have thought that there would have been better construction techniques. Now, I'm sure Sea Ray is probably doing a lot better these days with building their boats. But this, boy, this was at the end of its service life with these construction techniques and the way that they designed it. I've found a couple of things that that I need to improve if I'm gonna make this thing last for a long time, and I'm going to wind up applying a lot of my aviation background principles into the construction when we go back together with it, so that everything's going to be sealed, everything's going to be at a higher standard than the way this boat was built. All of the decking that was put on here, I don't know if you can see them there. I had one pulled out I was going to show you, but the decks were assembled, mass-produced with like pneumatic staples that were probably about 1.5 inches, 2 inches long, and the deck was just stapled down to the stringers. And you can see here when they applied the foam, which I like that, it's a closed cell foam, we applied into the compartments, but you can see there are a lot of areas that they didn't completely fill. And the other thing that I found too is, if you can see it with this lighting condition here, but this stringer doesn't even go down to the hull, because you can see the foam kind of coming up through the bottom of it. This foam from this compartment oozed up into here, and this is a great big void right here. So, we can certainly improve on that when we go back together with it. The other thing that we found too is up here in the bow. This is the passageway that leads up into the bow. And this was a storage cabinet. Started pulling this away here, and wow, we found a lot of. This is like just. Yeah, I don't get this. This is a styrofoam, just like from a cooler. It's almost like they put some kind of a nose plug or something in there, and this is just all wet underneath there. And once I pull this with this center deck up, I'm pretty sure what I'm going to find is some foam with nowhere for the water to go. And what I'm suspecting is that somehow water has been able to migrate from the chain locker, which is up here in the very front of the bow, up here in the bow, that somehow water from the chain locker has been able to migrate down through this compartment down into the center passageway, which kind of certainly didn't help. I think it's too much. So right now I'm continuing to get the flooring up, get the decking up, deskinning the fiberglass. If you can see over on the starboard side there, I've already cut my my line into the fiberglass mat that was on top of the plywood, so that I can start pulling the fiberglass up and expose it like I have here on the port side. So we're going to get that off and then start digging the foam out, kind of get down to the hole, kind of see what's up in there. And once I get the center of it up here, then I'll find out if I've actually got to go forward. I really don't want to have to go all the way forward if I don't have to, but I'm prepared to do that. So yeah, this is what the Sea Ray looks like on the inside right now. Oh, the other thing too is just look at that rat's nest of wiring. Oh my gosh. Oh, if I had a 10-year-old son, he probably would have been able to do a better job than that. So the boat's going to be get completely rewired here too. It's got to be better than that. At least for my boat. So boy, it's turned into quite the project. It's fun. I'm having a good time with it still. But man, it's turning into a big project. I was hoping to have it in the water this summer. If I can keep my 7-day on 7-day off schedule, maybe I can get it in the water this summer. September maybe. I'm not trying to set a date. It's going to be done when it's done. But if I can just keep putting time on it, then because that's what it's turning out to is time, lots and lots of time. I haven't got a ton of money in materials yet. I've got some components, starters, ring gears, that kind of stuff. Some fiberglass and material. I spent about $400 worth, on fiberglass and materials that'll get me started. So it's really not going to be. It's not going to be that much money invested in the boat, but my gosh, it's going to be a lot of time. And so that's what I have to look forward to. So anyway, this is what Sea Ray looks like right now. I mean, you can see all the way into the engine compartment back there, and once I get those rear decks, get the foam and stuff out of those aft cabin decks, I'll start looking at those the fuel tank mounts, and then the steps on the sides of the engine compartment. And we'll take a look at those and see if those have to be rebuilt too. We'll see what happens. So anyway, that's kind of it for right now. The previous upload I did was kind of a compilation of stuff that I've done over the last couple of weeks. I didn't film every single step in the process because it's just just labor. It was just labor, pulling stuff up. Like getting these decks up. I didn't think it would be important to share too much with everybody, what it looks like pulling the fiberglass, the rotten plywood up. I mean, if you're doing a restoration project, you know what rotten plywood looks like. One thing that I did discover the other day, though, when I had Jeff over here with me, was, we pulled out all these bulkheads and stuff, and for the life of me, I can't really figure out how or why it happened. Because none of the bulkheads were really attached firmly anywhere. They certainly didn't appear to be structural. But with everything removed, as soon as Jeff stepped up into the main the cockpit area there, I can see it flex. So you can see it back in the corner. I've put a temporary brace in there right now. So I'm going to have to be very careful about that and start thinking about, okay, structurally, what am I doing to the hull here as I start removing some of these components? Because, you know, I'm sure the foam and the stringers and everything added the strength of the hull. So yeah, I've got to be very careful about that. The hull should be pretty light right now because we don't have anything in it. It's just the fiberglass. Engines are out, you know, transoms are all, or the drives are all off, so it shouldn't be very, very heavy. It should set fine, you know, where it's at right now. So, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. So anyway, I'm going to continue to demolish, you know, pull up stuff in the boat and take some measurements, mark some stuff on the holes here as far as where everything goes, take some dimension stuff. And you know, with this camera, I've been shooting a lot of reference videos rather than just taking pictures. You know, in a reference video, I can narrate a little bit. This is what I was thinking. This is what I was seeing. And I've got a whole list of reference videos put together on the drive to go back and review as we go back together with the boat. So, okay, guys. Anyway, that's it for right now. If I get some significant progress done later today or before I have to go back to work on Tuesday, then I'll post that up here for you too. But hey, thanks for watching, and you know, stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more to follow. All right, see you later. Hey guys, just another quick little video clip here, kind of show you what rotten wood looks like if you're dealing with it in your deck. All right, just pulled up the fiberglass skin that was on top of the deck. And you can just see the condition of this wood. It is dark, it is wet, it is rotten. In fact, I can't figure out how so much water got into this area. I mean, look at this. You can see the foam. I mean, it's just bubbling, oozing with water here. See that? Oh, that's some. That's a serious issue that we're taking care of. All right. So yeah, that's rotten wood. All right. And we'll more to follow. All right. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, quick little update here. I've been working on getting the foam out of the compartments that were foamed in the deck, and I'll tell you what, it's just kicking my butt. Here's what I've done. I've got about I'd say maybe about 25% of it, or yeah, about a quarter of it, about 25% of this done here so far. And I'll tell you what, it is a mother. It doesn't come out very easy. The best way I found is to, if you ever have to do this, is to get in there with a saw. I've got like a finishing saw here that it's done pretty well. You can go in and saw big chunks of it out, then you can get your pry bar up underneath and then pop it up in big chunks. Otherwise you wind up with this little stuff like this. And I've probably taken 10 of these little 5-gallon pails out of the boat here so far. Back on the deck there you can see some of the bigger chunks that I finally was able to get out. But yeah, just this 25%. I've been on this for, well, probably just about an hour now. So, you know, I got 3 more hours, 3 more hours of this. I'm not looking forward to it, but it's got to get done. One of the things I did find, gee man, this is just terrible too. The way the boat was constructed, the stringers went down along these channels here. Well, part of it cut into this channel and it cuts off of it there, but you can see they used when they manufactured it some kind of adhesive, almost like PL right there, real heavy adhesive, but you know, it didn't really bond anything. Nothing was really sealed. And even this stringer here up underneath, I mean, you can see I can put my pry bar underneath. It's not glassed in, it's not sealed to the hull. So moisture over the years gets in, and you can see all the moisture that I've got here underneath this foam. And you know, so water just collecting in there over the years is going to wick up into the wood, and you know, makes the wood get rotten. So man, what a poor design. So we're going to do a little different when we go back in. All these compartments are going to be completely glassed in and sealed before we even get the foam in there. I don't want to take any more chances of this happening again. So anyway, that's it for right now. Keep taking the foam out. So I'll see you guys later. All right. Well, hey guys, Okay, I know it's been a long time since I was able to post an update, but we're finally back to work on the Sea Ray a little bit here. Give you an idea what we're tackling today. I've got my brother-in-laws are over here, one of my son-in-laws, and I've decided we're going to go ahead and take the rear deck out of the Sea Ray. That way it opens up the entire aft end of the boat, so that when I start getting into the fiberglassing, we can have some room to work. So here's what we're doing so far. You can see we've got, and this has been a bear, an absolute bear. This deck is resting on a couple of 2x4s on the port side, and on the starboard side, similar arrangement. The forward by the helm station there, it was a little bit different, but it was just all wood that was bonded, and that wood is just rotten. It was full of termites. So we're taking this rear deck out, so it's going to open up this entire hull here. It's going to make life so much easier when we go into start rebuilding the deck there inside the engine compartment and in the hull. But right now we're trying to get this separated. The lip here was bonded, some kind of a bonding agent, and probably the same stuff they used for the stringers, and then a couple of screws to tack it in. So we've got the both the port and the starboard side are broken free at this time. Right now we're getting ready to tackle this part. There's some resin on the back side of that lip that I'm going to cut out, and then we're going to go and lift it up. Once that's broken, the rear is broken free, then I think we're going to be able to lift the deck up. Got the hoist in here. We're going to try to lift it, sling it, maneuver it, and get it out of the boat. So that's what we're doing here right now. And I'll show you the rest of the boat here in a little bit. Right now we're taking a little bit of a break. It's kind of hot out here, and we're going to go have some lunch. So back in a few, more to follow. All right, thanks guys. It's my daughter's boyfriend. We're having to cut the back lip off to be able to get the deck on. They have resined it in. Okay guys, I'm sorry. I forgot to turn the camera on as we were pulling that deck out. But as you can see, the deck is removed. And we're getting down to pretty much a bare hull right now. Still have to remove a little bit more. These ledges here, the engine compartment, they're coming out. The rest of this stuff's coming out. It all needs to be rebuilt. Every piece of wood in this boat was pretty much rotten. We've still found some active termites in today's demolition. So, but yeah, there's not much left of the boat right now. It's just going to be a hull, and we're going to start from scratch. And so over the next couple of days, before I go back to work on Tuesday, I will get the rest of this removed, and when I come back next time, maybe we'll start grinding and cutting some wood. All right, well, that's it. I got the deck sitting back in my backyard right now, much to my wife's chagrin. Poor Lynn. She doesn't like it back there, but I don't have any other place to put it right now. So I've got some repairs I got to do to that. I've got some wood that has to get replaced, and some glassing that has to take place there. But so anyway, next week, hoping to get started with some more of the rebuild. So anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry I haven't been posting regularly, but I'll try to get better about it. All right, take care, guys. See you down the road. How we doing, Dee? How we doing?
I got these two times.
Excellent.
And the middle.
Okay.